Welcome back to Giants Pregame Live. Alex Pavlovich here with Rich Rillia. It is time for our Ford starting lineup, and look who made it, Rich. Number 7 there. Bryce Eldridge is in the lineup today. He gets a start. It's a tough task. A new leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee, getting another day off. Giants are off tomorrow, so they're hoping Jung-Hoo is back. Everything's okay by the time they start their homestand on Friday night. But a bunch of familiar names there in the middle. Casey Schmidt getting another shot at left field. Bryce Eldridge, though, I think this is what everyone wants to see, for better or worse. They just want to see him out there.
I think so at this point. You know, I think fans are, I guess, I don't know if the word's confused, but, you know, wondering.
You're right on this one.
Yeah, where's the playing time, or why isn't he playing here, why is he playing there? You know, there comes a point where, you know, this kid's going to need at-bats.
Yeah.
And whether it's at the big league level or AAA level, you got to figure it out. So we'll see what he does today against Merrill Kelly, a guy who has done pretty well against the Giants in his career, as you can see.
There was a point, I think it was like 4 years ago, he was so good against him, the coaching staff literally one day was like, should we just draw names out of a hat and see if it works? It seems like he faced them every single time the Diamondbacks did. I think the thing here about Bryce today, it's like you don't know what you don't know. I'm sure he doesn't know these numbers. He wasn't here for any of that. So, yeah, it doesn't matter to him. All he sees is a 37-year-old crafty guy and a chance for him to wait for a hanger.
What I would see is, 3-3 with a 5.9 ERA. Oh, I got a chance today. Let me get one and then get greedy. So, but Merrill Kelly, I mean, not an overpowering guy. Just, you know, moves the ball in and out, up and down, and he's been super, super effective against the Giants.
He was good the last time out at Coors Field, so won a complete game. So he's like, oh, the Giants are coming into town. Let me get back
ready.
on track ahead of that. I want to ask you one more about Bryce. He did get the 2 hits the other night. What are you seeing just from him? I mean, it's been really difficult for him because he's playing like every other day, and then he has to face Yamamoto and Ohtani back to back. But it does seem like he at least is keeping a good approach when he's not playing much.
Well, I think the key is when you're not playing much to try and be as mechanically sound and basic as possible. And sometimes it's very hard for a young player to do, especially a guy with power like this, who you know strikes out a lot. But he got a base hit to right, got a base hit to left. And he seems like a very mature individual. Yeah. So I'm sure he hears the noise too and hears, you know, everybody clamoring for him to play. But at the same time, you know, you're a rookie in the big leagues, man, and like he's handled himself very well. He's kept his mouth shut. He's played when they want him to play. He's working on his defense out there. And hopefully now, I mean, you know, it's hard to get in that momentum of what he is, a big power guy, when you're not getting the at-bats because you're so focused when you play. Okay, I got to get my 1 or 2 hits here. I got to get a base hit. I got to make sure I'm in the lineup tomorrow. So it's hard to do what he does best when he's not getting the consistent playing time.
I think that's a great point. I mean, you go out there and let's think about the strike zone today. Let's maybe draw a walk. Let's try to keep the line moving. Yep. But what he does best is get in a rhythm and show the power that can change a lineup.
Yeah, I remember I had a hitting coach, George Hendrick, guy that played for the Cardinals for years in the Arizona Fall League one year, and he's like, hey, if you're not going to play every day, when you play, you got to get one something.
Yeah.
1 run scored, 1 walk, 1 stolen base, 1 something, hit, RBI, and that's how you have to approach it when you're not in a consistent playing time role. And I think that's what he's doing right now. And so in my mind, he can't really be the Bryce Eldridge that we all think he could be because he's just trying to get his knocks here and there.
I love that. We'll be viewing that today. I think the other thing we're watching with this lineup, Casey Schmidt in left field, the better he plays out there, the easier it is to get Bryce out there. One other thing we were watching today, and we've talked about this a lot the last week, this Trevor McDonald thing is kind of hanging over this rotation. Logan Webb's going to make a rehab start, but he will be back after the 1 rehab appearance. So these guys at the back end, they've struggled, and there's a guy kind of pushing them, and Adrian Hauser now has figured it out. So this is a sneaky big one for Tyler Mahle, right?
I think it is. I mean, you got Logan Webb coming off the IL after his rehab start. Got Trevor McDonald's been throwing the ball really, really well. And, you know, it comes down, listen, when you really come down to it, you know, the numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
And then, I know Jim Leland used this one time, the analytics, right? The analytics, what you see. And from what you've seen out of Trevor McDonald, he knows how to pitch. He keeps the ball down in the zone. He uses a sinker and the sweeper mix. Tyler Mahle, another guy who has to be precise in hitting his spots and hitting different parts of the zone. And especially today, keeping the ball down in the zone against his Diamondbacks aggressive, powerful lineup.
Yeah, Tyler's had that weird, odd, even start thing going. The last time out, it didn't work for him. 10 hits, 5 earned runs against the A's. But he will get another crack at it today. And the most important thing for the Giants, they are trying to get out of there with 1 win.
Wednesday afternoon baseball here in Phoenix. We're in the desert, and today the Giants and D-backs meet in the final game of the series, and it's right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. I'm in Phoenix. Mike is in our studios in San Francisco. Well, a very, very short night for the Giants last night, time-wise, and also because of the very, very tough loss. But you know what? You get back on it today, and Mike, you got a couple of starters in today's game, a couple of right-handers, very similar.
Very similar in that they're finesse pitchers. When they're on, they're going to throw a lot of corner strikes with all their pitches, and they have great changeups. Merrill Kelly for the D-backs, 8-5 lifetime against the Giants. And Tyler Mahle doesn't have a lot of record, but in the last 25 innings that he's thrown against Arizona, his ERA is 0.35. So he has had good success here in this ballpark.
Well, look, the Giants are 4-5 now on this trip after that loss last night. A win today, and they could go home, get on a plane with a 500 road trip. And right now, that's what you got. It would have to be acceptable. Stay tuned. We'll take you back to the NBC Sports Bay Area studios for more right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill, largest in-stock inventory in Northern California of your favorite luxury home appliances.
Welcome back to Giants Pregame Live. Alex Pavlovich here with Rich Aurelia. You are looking at Chase Field. That's in the Hall of Fame for Alex Eats. Like, they do some weird things there, and it somehow always works.
No lines, too.
Yeah, Justice De Los Santos, Shayna Rubin texted me a picture the other night. There's a bucket of nachos that I think is supposed to take you like the entire game to eat, and they're working on that. So
are you making the next trip there?
I might have to, just for the bucket of nachos. But yeah, we'll see how today goes. Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
But you know what? We always do keys to the game. We're going to mix up today. We're going to pick a player who's going to click today. Our pick to click. Rich Aurelia, who are you picking?
I'm going Willy Adames today, just off the fact on my notes here. 8 for 25 against Merrill Kelly. 2 homers. 10 Ks, but whatever. You know, these guys have been striking out a lot this year, but if you can contribute and you're hitting 320 against a guy, you're my pick.
My notes here, there's a guy hitting .412 with a 1,000 OPS, Daniel Suzak. I am picking him, and I think he's going to hit his first home run.
There we go. That'd be nice.
If I'm right, we'll show it on postgame. If I'm wrong, we're going to forget all about it. But when we come back, we will go back out to Chase Field for the finale there against the Diamondbacks.
Summer's here. Who's ready for camp in a new Toyota? The scavenger hunt starts now.
Receive a Gigantes chain hat as the team sports the new Gigantes uniform on field. Experience Puro Baseball at Oracle Park.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
All right, here we are back at Chase Field as we get ready to wrap up this road trip, wrap up this 3-game series. It is a day game, and the Giants looking to get in the win column. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Roof is closed. It's 88 degrees outside, 78 degrees inside. Waiting on the D-backs to take the field. So while we wait, let's take a look at the Giants lineup, and it's brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. So we'll run through this fairly slow as we wait. It'll be Will Brennan to lead things off. He'll be in right field, followed by Luis Ariz. Casey Schmidt will be in left field. He'll hit third. Then it's Devers, Adames, and Chapman. Chapman will hit in the 6th slot. Then it's Eldridge, Susak, and Gilbert. Eldridge back in the lineup as the designated hitter this afternoon.
On the hill today for the Arizona Diamondbacks will be the veteran right-hander Merrill Kelly. Kelly, 6'2", 205-pounder. He's 37 years of age in his 8th year at the big league level. And this is what he has done this year. 6 starts, 3-3 with a 5.91 ERA. His best 2 starts have been his last 2 starts. Lifetime against the Giants, he is 8-5. Now let's check out the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Merrill Kelly. He's a guy that'll throw a lot of pitches. His four-seamer and his sinker, and he throws it about 33% of the time. Those are his fastballs. And then the changeup, he throws more than anything. He'll also cut the ball. He's got a slider and a curveball. Not going to really impress you with his velocity, but he will with his command. Now let's check out as to who is playing behind him. The D-backs defense is brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right will be Tawa, Waldschmidt, and Barossa, the best arm in right field. Perdomo and Fernandez on the left side of the infield. Marte and Vargas on the right side. And Adrian Del Castillo, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
The D-backs won on Monday, a convincing win. And the D-backs won yesterday, more of a heartbreaking loss than anything else for the Giants, who were in pitch away to 2 different Diamondback hitters from winning the game. So what do? Well, you got to get back on the horse and get after it again just a few hours after that disappointment. And that's what they're doing this afternoon. So Brennan's going to lead things off. He does have 6 at-bats in this series, and he's 1 for 6. So he will hit first, then Arise, and then Schmidt. Merrill Kelly. And a called strike. So we get started 2 minutes late at 12:42. Brennan takes in tight. Doing the honors behind home plate is Brian Walsh. Then it's Fairchild, Whitson, and Bill Miller. That's from first to third. Sharply hit, and then it hits the mound on one big hop. And that's how this game gets started. And here's Luis Arise. Arise hitting at .320, a couple of home runs, 17 runs batted in. In his career against Merrill Kelly, he has hit for the cycle. But it looked like here he was taking that pitch all the way. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. With Schmidt to follow. 2-0. There's a strike. So we got a matinee here, and not a very large crowd. The crowds on Monday and Tuesday were right around 19,000 to 20,000. Rice hits a high fly ball to right. This is Barossa. 2 outs. And here's Schmidt. Schmidt has never faced Kelly before. Got a couple of hits and 8 at bats in this series. Swinging the bat pretty well, Casey Schmidt. High drive down the line into the corner and out of here. He ambushed him.
Yes, he did. He was sitting there looking for a strike and just yanked it over the wall.
Schmidt, number 9 on the year.
Yeah, that got the Giants fans in attendance into the game. He set an inside target, a little two-seamer. That's exactly where he was looking for it. Just sweet stroked it out, not an overswing at all.
Here's Devers. Devers lines this one foul. Devers a home run around 450 feet last night. Here he pops this one out into center field for Waldschmidt, and that'll do it. So the run by Schmidt, home run number 9, as he hits it right down the line. It's bye-bye baby, and it's also 1-0 Giants.
He makes sleep easy.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. And by Provident Credit Union, make life easy.
Giants with a 1-0 lead. Here's the Arizona Diamondbacks lineup, brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. It'll go like this. Marte, the hero last night, followed by Vargas, Perdomo, and then Del Castillo. Gurriel will hit in the 5th slot. Then it's Fernandez, Barossa, and Tawa. And hitting 9th will be the rookie Ryan Waldschmidt.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the veteran right-hander Tyler Mahle. Mahle, 6'3", 215 pounder. He's 31 years of age in his 9th year at the big league level.
Marte hitting at 222. Takes a strike. Brian Walsh calling balls and strikes.
Brian Walsh is a good guy to throw to. He's got some corners on his strike zone. If he has any inconsistencies, it's at the belt.
Out of play. Marte's got a little bit of ownage on Mahle. 5 for 9. A couple of doubles and a home run.
Yeah, that's ownage.
Lines this one down the right field line. Nobody's there. Marte will have a leadoff double.
All right, let's check out the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Tyler Mahle. The only fastball that he throws a lot of is the 4-seamer. He has a sinker, a 2-seamer, but doesn't show it a whole lot. His split finger fastball is his best specialty pitch, and his cutter slider complement that. The fastball will average around 93, 94 miles per hour.
Here's Vargas. Vargas has had 4 hits in this series. See the numbers, hitting .340. Second in the National League in average. Wraps this one on the ground. Devers will flip it to Mahle. They got the out. Nice play. And on the play, Marte goes to third.
Nice play by Rafi Devers. Let's check out the Giants defense. It's brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law, starting in the outfield from left to right. Casey Schmidt back in the outfield and left field, joined by Gilbert and Brennan in the outfield. Best arm, left field. Adames and Chapman, they'll patrol the left side of the infield. Arise and Devers on the right side. Daniel Susac, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Perdomo. Infield in for the Giants. And Perdomo takes a strike. Perdomo a hit. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, just want to point out that Malle's really on that first base side of the rubber, and he will pitch inside a lot to lefties.
This is going to be deep enough with Gilbert, who catches. His throw is going to be late, and this game is tied. So Perdomo with the sacrifice fly. And here's Adrian Del Castillo. 2 for 4 in the series. Susak's going to challenge this. ABS powered by T-Mobile, and it's a strike.
Return pitches to San Francisco has 1 count remaining. Challenges.
0-2.
Yeah, I think the ABS, if you're a catcher, you know, you're going to be the guy who probably calls most of the challenges. I think it's important that a catcher finds some confidence in that early in the game and has a couple of correct calls.
Yeah, if you could go 0 for 1 in the first inning, you're going to be pretty reluctant to go 0 for 2.
Yeah.
Swing, gonna miss. He got him. The Diamondbacks come right back to tie it up. We'll go to the second inning. It's 1-1.
All right, time now for our powerful performance brought to you by Xfinity. Last night, Rafi Devers and Willie Adames hit back-to-back home runs at the top of the second inning off Ryan Nelson. It was the second time the Giants have gone back-to-back this season, and they have both happened on this road trip. Last Tuesday, Harrison Bader and Eric Haas both took Yoshi Yamamoto deep in Los Angeles.
First pitch strike to Adames. Adames going to lace up those shoes. Two for 4 in this series. Swing, going to miss. It's 0-2. Chapman to follow, and then Bryce Eldridge. I've got a piece of Del Castillo. It stays at 0-2. Down low, 1-2. And that time, that pitch fooled Adames, and Merrill Kelly gets his first strikeout.
Yeah, he does it with his changeup. That's his best specialty pitch. And that was a good one. Right now, let's check out the Blue Moon bright spot. Giants home runs this road trip. Well, Harrison Bader hit 3, Schmidt 3, Adames, Arise, Devers, Haas 2, Jung-Hoo Lee 1, for a grand total of 15. I like the long ball.
Here's Chapman. Ooh, this one got the home plate umpire. Got the mask. It flipped the mask off. Brian Walsh.
But they use a really light mask. It's not as heavy as the catcher's mask. And I mean, it protects you, but boy, you feel it. And that got him, well, too good, unfortunately.
0-1. This is cued off the end of the bat, and a base hit for Matt Chapman. Second hit for the Giants, and here's Eldridge.
Number 8, Bryce Eldridge.
Eldridge had a couple of hits the other night, so that's what he is in this series, 2 for 4. And he takes a bit wide.
Learning with every at-bat that he takes. Here's a 21-year-old rookie facing a 37-year-old veteran.
Two and 0.
When Eldridge is going good, he uses a lot of left field. Get a lot of power that way. Righties and lefties.
Well, that's 3 pitches away, and it's 3-0.
And the other thing about him is, you know, he's got a really good eye. I mean, his numbers in the minor leagues, he takes a lot of walks. We haven't seen that consistently up here yet.
Let's see if he gets got the green light. We'll never know. 3-1. Hammered to center field. And it's off the bricks, and it rolls way away from the center fielder. That is going to allow Chapman to score easily, and Eldridge has a double and an RBI.
Oh, and to the left side of second base. I mean, this is what he's all about. I think he was a little too pull happy early when he got up here, and he wasn't relaxed. But now we're starting to see more patience, getting better counts to hit in. And here, I mean, this gives you an idea what type of power this kid has. Just a matter of being able to apply it on a daily basis. But those are definitely his strengths. Take pitches, gain count leverage, and then pound the opposite way.
Here's Susac. Susac continues to hit. He's 2 for 3 in this series, and that happened last night where he started, played the whole game. Almost ran into that one. It's 2-0.
Who swings, says Chad Fairchild. First base ump. On you, Chad. Atta baby. Perfect game, still intact.
There's a strike to Susac. Tell you what, he doesn't take many fastballs. Fouls this one at the plate. 2-2.
Strike. Hike up your pants, show a lot of socks, start taking off with the bat. That's the plan.
Well, those are Gilbert's pants. It's just that they wear them different.
Yeah, Gilbert, they're covering up his shoes.
Two-two pitch. And it's a full count. Gilbert, by the way, is on deck. So 3-2 to Susac. Got him.
Door two-seamer, and I'm talking paint. No challenge there from Susac. Just perfect pitch from Merrill Kelly. Little subtle thing, just go to a two-seam grip on the fastball and start it wide of the outside corner and let its movement come back to the strike zone.
Gilbert 0 for 5 in the series. And he takes down low. Eldridge at second with the RBI double. There's Eldridge.
who's got good speed for a big man. He's 6'7", but he can move.
"31 pitches for Kelly. Hit out to Tawa, and that'll do it. Single double. Giants lead 2-1.
Summer's here. Who's ready for camp in a new Toyota? The scavenger hunt.
Craft beer that's fit for all times. Get this near beer in stores or at athleticbrewing.com.
The DH this afternoon for Arizona is Lourdes Gurriel, and he's at the plate. And he takes low. Gurriel, 2 hits and 4 at-bats in this series. 0 for 3 time against Tyler Mahle. Good baseball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Close, but 3-0. There's a strike. That's what the D-backs did so well in the game last night, was get that leadoff hitter on. Just changes everything.
Everything.
Not totally to third. Chapman charges and he got him. Every time I see that, you think, well, he's not going to have a chance. And then 90% of the time he gets the out.
And it's just uncanny how many times we feel that way off the crack of the bat. And look at how deep he plays. But, you know, we make reference to it. We think he comes in as good as anybody in the game. I mean, he really is quick to get to the ball that's in front of him. And then he's got a cannon off the right foot. That helps.
Here's Jose Fernandez. Does not have a bat in this series. So this is a Giants challenge. And the Giants now have 1 challenge
San Francisco
left.
has 1 challenge remaining.
There's a strike. Bottom of inning number 2. 3 runs have been scored in this game. Giants with 2. The Diamondbacks with 1 home run. Casey Schmidt with a home run in the first. Shot towards the hole and underneath the diving Willie Adames. Well, score big in the authentic gear at MLBshop.com. You get jerseys, memorabilia, hats, and hoodies. Visit MLBshop.com. It is the official source for your San Francisco Giants gear. Here's some San Francisco Giants gear. Here's Jorge Barosa. Doesn't wait around, lifts this one out to center field for Gilbert. 1 pitch, 1 out, 2 down. And here's
better
Tim
than
Tawa.
Pitch out.
Left field, number 13, Tim Tawa.
Ballpark is so different with the roof covered and the windows behind the outfield closed.
really does seem like we're in a different place than we were the last 2 games.
Yeah, the last 2 days, the top is open. Completely different feel. And it plays differently. Much livelier. Better place to hit.
Foul to the backstop. 0-2. And 2. 0-3. Shutdown inning. Giants lead 2-1. Top of the order coming up.
This telecast is brought to you by Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Does it even count as spring if you don't go to the boardwalk? Buy online and save now at beachboardwalk.com.
Giants 2, D-backs 1. Here's Will Brennan. Brennan grounded out to short. Gets the ball hard. He's going to hit this one to Vargas at first. And Kelly covering. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Second baseman, Luis Arraez.
Oh, yeah. Best seat in the house right there. And Mom, happy as can be.
Arraez hit a fly ball to right. And he takes a strike. Out of play, 0-2.
You sit there and you analyze Luis Arraez and the swing that he has, and he has got such a quiet load. I mean, there just isn't a lot of movement for him to get his hands cocked and the bat in place to launch. It's so compact. You know, you watch him, you say, well, how would you pitch to this guy? And I don't think there's one set way you can pitch to him. And you say that about all the great hitters. You have to move around, you have to mix speeds, and then, you know, you just concede he's going to hit the ball, and you hope you get lucky.
Little jam shot to right. So you pitch him in, and he gets it around just enough. Schmidt with a home run is 9th of the year in the first.
He did it on the first pitch. Two-seam fastball. He goes down and golfs right over the wall. To me, like he used a 1-iron there. Do they even make 1-irons anymore?
I don't know. I don't think so. He hits a very high fly ball. It's going to be in the park, center field.
First baseman, Rafael Devers.
Devers hit a fly ball to center. And he takes the low and away. Swinging the bat a lot better. And a quick toss. Back is Arraez. Arraez has got 4 steals. Got in on him just a little bit. It's a ball and a strike.
good quick move to first base from Merrill Kelly. I think he's got one of the quickest moves over to first base on this D-back team. It's a good move.
Devers lifts one into left center field. And Waldschmidt will track it down. Well,
all right, time now for Engineered to Win, presented by Range Rover. Most double plays turned by Giants in a game since 2021. Well, they did it 5 times against the Mets in 2021, 4 times against the Rangers, Rockies, Padres, and last night against the D-backs, they turned 4 as well.
Here's Waldschmidt. Swing, gonna miss. Waldschmidt 3 for 5 on the season, or on the series.
He's had good at bats in this series. They haven't got. I don't think they haven't figured out yet.
Malley out in front. 0-2. I think both Malley and Susac thought about challenging this.
And this is an awfully good pitch. 0-2 count. I mean, just a little shy of a corner, but given how he threw it right after the pitch before it was really a good pitch.
2-2.
And from Waldschmidt's perspective, that's a pretty good take. He'd be brave to take that one.
On the ground the other way. And a base hit. A lot of hits out there for Waldschmidt. Well, treat yourself to a sweet experience this summer. Elevate your game day with a private suite at Oracle Park. 12 to 20 guests, 175 per person. That'll include Memorial Day and a Devers bobblehead giveaway and a fireworks show. sfgiants.com/suites. Here's Marte. Marte reps it foul. Way out into right center field. And gone. Boy, did they run into a hot hitter.
A hot hitter who was stone cold before they got here. He has not had a bad at bat in this series. And this is just as pure as it gets, right out on a tee. And then it was just a matter of whether or not it was going to go in the pool. It did not.
So here's Vargas. And Vargas takes a strike.
There's another guy who's had a good series. Been impressive. Especially with 2 strikes.
Skied to right. But not so far as to Devers has to barely move. And that'll bring up Perdomo. Perdomo a sacrifice fly in the first. And a bluff of a bunt and a ball.
If he doesn't have that ABS challenge and he didn't get the call. He challenges that one right there.
That's why getting that first one early and not losing one, as you mentioned earlier, really makes a difference. Two balls and a strike. There's the bunt attempt. Foul. 2-2.
You know, it's amazing what has happened to baseball today as far as uniforms. I mean, you look at these teams today, and every player has the same jersey and they have the same pants, but that's about it. Different shoes, different belt, all the protective gears. I mean, it's all their own creation.
Yes, all the color that's not in the Arizona Diamondbacks colors.
No, I don't think you have to be anywhere close to your team's colors anymore. Just whatever you want.
So 3-2.
It's all about the accessories.
Just got a piece. Stays at 3-2.
Every time I see these guys, you know, I remember back when Brian Wilson got fined for having too much orange on his shoes. And it was not a cheap fine.
Got him. Strikeout number 3, and that'll bring up Del Castillo.
The fastball right through him at 93. A little two-seam movement right away.
It's a strike. Del Castillo struck out in the first inning. Another one you might want to challenge.
Well, he's not missed by much when he's been wide. You see infield play to pull.
Three and one. That was not close. Off of Susak's glove, it's now a full count.
Just, I don't want to walk your fastball. That did not feel good. I think I caught him on the fingertips. You get it wrong, even with that big old glove in your hand, it can light you up.
Fall back. This will be pitch number 48 for Tyler Mahle, and the 3-2. Here it is. He got him, and that's going to end the inning. On the home run, the D-backs take the lead.
Is your mattress giving you aches and pains? At Mattress Firm, our sleep experts can match you with a more supportive mattress like Sealy Posturepedic with targeted support to help relieve those nagging aches. And right now, save up to $700. Mattress Firm, we make sleep easy.
See? These dishes are still dirty.
You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yep, my go-to is Cascade Platinum Plus. Only these action packs have double the Dawn, breaking down food residue, even on your filter. Cascade.
Did you know taking Zysol at night relieves allergies while you sleep?
Welcome back to the broadcast booth presented by Lazy Boy. I'm Dwayne Kuiper in Phoenix. Mike is in our studio in San Francisco. And Mike, we mentioned that Marte is hot. Not hot before we got here, so it's kind of hard to figure him out until you get here, and then by then it's too late whether you can pitch around him or not.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, I think it was Tony Vitello's intention that if there was going to be a situation, they would pitch around certain guys to get to him. That's how cold he was.
Yeah.
That's how much he was struggling, but not anymore. I mean, we're talking from both sides of the plate. He has been pure.
So this is Adames to lead things off. Adames struck out in the second. Here he chases. It's 0-2.
But you know what? I mean, Marte's a good hitter. And you just know that as cold as he's been, there's going to be that moment where he turns it back on. And unfortunately for the Giants, it's happened in this series.
Up high, 1-2. Swing. I'm going to miss. Got him for the second time. Here's Chapman. Chapman singled in the second. And he takes a strike.
Kelly's got a good rhythm going right now. He needed to get him in the stretch.
It's fouled at the plate.
Kelly, like most pitchers, once he gets his rhythm, everything tightens up. His command, his movement. And he'll throw anything at any time.
1-2.
Kelly originally signed in 2010. He'd been around a long time. It's been 5 years in Korea.
Chapman started to go, but held up.
Kelly in his 8th year at the big league level now. Well, you can just tell by the presence that he has on the mound. I mean, he's been around a long time. Very relaxed.
To third. And a hit for Chapman.
Well, he couldn't buy one of those 2 years ago. Well, that was Bryce Eldridge in his first at bat. He hit that ball 113.4 miles per hour, the hardest hit ball of the season for the Giants. Worked the count to 3-1 and then just jumped on one.
Tried to backdoor. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Out of play.
We talked about how it can click for a veteran player when they've been cold. Well, it's the same thing when you have a young player get to the big leagues. You know, all this promise, all this expectation, and then he starts off slow, and then all of a sudden there comes that moment where he feels like I belong here. I can play here. None of that, but I can do well here. And that's what the Giants are hoping to see from this young man, because he's been cold.
Pops this one up. Very high, so high it really is going to allow Tawa to get to it. And that'll bring up Susak. Susak struck out looking in the second. Towards the gap. It'll be cut off by Waldschmidt. Susak's got a base hit, and that'll put runners at the corners.
Center fielder.
Just get a little bit of a hanging breaking ball, drops right there middle in at the belt. Look at the elbows. I mean, he bends him and barrels it, finds that pull side gap. So, you look forward to his at bats. That's how good he's been. He's got a plan, and he's been very disciplined to it.
Here's Gilbert. Gilbert takes a strike. He can tie this game up.
Here's another guy who's been really struggling. You kind of sense that he's been caught in between pitches and as to what he's looking for.
Chapman at third, Susak at first.
Don't get picked off.
One and one to Drew Gilbert. Two balls and one strike.
Well, no swing, says crew chief Bill Miller.
Well, count leverage now for Gilbert, but see what Gilbert gets. 3-1. Line drive and a base hit, and this game is tied. So that's got to feel better for the kid.
Yeah, he needed that badly.
Right fielder, Will Brennan.
He needed that badly, and you know, he worked the count in his favor.
He did.
Got to a 3-1 count, got a challenge, barrels it. I mean, pretty much the same type of at bat that Eldridge had in the second inning, and that's good to see.
Okay, now a message from Jack in the Box.
Get my new Smash Jack Sliders Munchie Meal for a chance to win $75,000. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Three singles here in the fourth have tied this game up. And here's Will Brennan, who's bounced out twice. And he takes a strike. A hit here could give the Giants the lead. Wide. The ball in a strike.
Brennan has to have confidence the way that he tore it up at Sacramento. He was hitting 337 before he got called up.
See, he starts out with an upright stance. Lifts this one down the left field line, and Tawa is going to get there to end the inning. Giants tie it up.
14 career home runs.
Those were the days at the old Oakland Coliseum.
That guy could hit.
We had some fun, didn't we, there?
Yeah, we did. Always great crowds.
Gurriel takes a strike. And another one. Now they can two. Did not go around. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's a perfect 0-2 pitch. Not a comfortable take.
Swing. And gonna miss. 5 strikeouts.
3 in a row.
There's Greg Minton, our old teammate. How about that?
Good man. 125 career saves with the Giants, 5th most in San Francisco history. He's a Giant for a long time.
He had a sinking fastball as good as anybody. And you talk about guys you didn't want to play catch with, you're looking at him.
Yeah, that was one of the heaviest sinkers I've ever seen.
Moonman.
And I asked him, how do you throw your sinker? Teach me. He goes, I don't know. I just grip it like this and throw it hard.
Moonman.
I was like, yep.
And you know what? He earned that nickname.
Yeah, he did.
Chopper foul again, 1 and 2. Looking at Baseball Reference from Greg Minton, born in 1951. So let's put him 74, 75. Good pitch. Got him. 4 strikeouts in a row.
Malley's got a good groove going. Hernandez. When you can't challenge, it was there. Little 2C movement coming back into the strike zone. It helps when your catcher doesn't have to move his glove to catch it.
Pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. Swing, you're gonna miss. Barossa hit a fly ball to center field. He's 0 for 1.
Barossa, not a big guy, just 5'6".
One and 2.
Joe Morgan, 5'6". With his spikes on, standing on cement. But boy, could he hit.
Yeah, he played like he was 6'5". 1 and 2. Out of play.
I missed Joe. It's great to talk baseball with Joe Morgan because he was one of the more intelligent ball players I ever played against. Never got to play with him, but we've talked baseball a lot. I got traded for Joe Morgan. Or as we like to say in my house, he got traded for me.
As it should be. Here's the 1-2. One broadcaster for another.
One partner for Dwayne Kuiper for another partner for Dwayne Kuiper. You and Joe were fun. You guys, it was a good listen.
It was my first real partner. Foul. Stays at 2-2. Three ball game. Here's the 2-2. Wrapped on the ground, and Devers has got it. He'll underhand it. Nice lead job to Malley, and that's going to end the inning. Dave Fleming the other day on the radio said, just hand him the gold glove now.
That's a swing in the back that will stick in the minds of a lot of people. Well, the Giants come home, and Friday they start a 3-game series against the Chicago White Sox. You need tickets, go to sfgiants.com/promotions.
Here's a rise in a 3-3 ball game, and the first pitch is down low. A rise, a base hit in the third. There's a strike. Lifts this one to left, but it's going to be right at Tawa. 1 out. And here's Schmidt. Schmidt homered in the first and then hit a ball pretty well to center field, but it was tracked down by Waldschmidt. Low. There's a strike right on the inside corner. Giants first baseman Rafi Devers is on deck. Up the middle. But it's Marte on the backhand. Well, Mike Devers had to play to end the last inning.
Well, he hit sharply. He didn't really have time to take a shuffle step to get it. Just sort of fell to it. Then an underhander, and he leads Tyler Malley perfectly as he comes over to cover.
Devers 0 for 2. His last fly ball was deep, but caught. There's a strike. High drive into center field. Hit very well, hit deep, and it's off the bricks. Devers is going to scoot into second base. He's got a double.
You know, the other thing, too, we found out about Devers last year is when he gets it going with his power, a lot of it goes to the middle of the field or to the opposite field. A big long home run to center field in last night's ball game, and here he takes on the wall, and he got there in a hurry.
Damas has struck out twice.
Devers has found his stroke.
He wraps one to left. This is going to be caught on the track by Tawa. It remains tied. Well, the first 15,000 fans on Saturday's White Sox-Giants game will receive a snapback Gigantes hat with a removable chain, and you can enjoy the music and culture of Fiesta Gigantes throughout the ballpark, thanks to Topo Chico Hard Seltzer and Bank of America. sfgiants.com/Fiesta. Tawa takes a strike. Tawa struck out in the second. Three runs, 8 hits for the Giants. 3 runs, 4 hits for Arizona. Line drive and a base hit. Another leadoff base hit. Here's Waldschmidt. And a strike. Tawa is 0 for 2 in the stolen base department. I want you to guess it to what that vendor sells. High and foul and out of play. If you can guess what he sells, you get a free one. Oh, and 2. Out of play.
I don't think Susak was too happy with that pitch. 0-2 count, they wanted to go right on his hands and above it. If you miss off the plate. But that missed right in the middle of the strike zone. This guy's been too good a hitter in this series to do that.
He's going to line this one to left for a hit.
This one thing I think is really good. You know, if you're going to be a catcher in this league, even as a rookie, you cannot be afraid to kick a veteran in the pants, get him going.
Well, the bottom of the order has set it up. Waldschmidt now in the series has 5 hits. There's a bunt. Everybody's going to be safe. And they're loaded.
As soon as he scored around the bunt, I'm thinking, wow, he's doing the Giants a favor. As hot as he's been. But they can't get it out with it. As soon as Malley veered left to go get that ball, they had no chance.
The hitter will be Vargas.
down to the bullpen.
So Vargas at the plate with the bases loaded. And he takes in tight. Pete Wynn getting loose. Out of play.
The thing they found out about Vargas is he's really good down below. Good low ball hitter and below the strike zone. I heard him last night in an 0-2 count in the 9th inning.
Out of play. That was pitch number 75. Slowly hit. Devers will get the out. A run comes in. Both runners advance.
So, as good as a sacrifice.
So Perdomo will hit now. The Giants will draw the infield in. And he ropes one down the line. That's a fair ball. 2 runs are going to score, and it's a double. (6-3) Arizona.
Take a look, going on the hands, and he just digs it out. It looked like a changeup, perhaps. Not a lot of velocity on it.
Hit high to right off the bat of Del Castillo. Here's Gurriel. Gurriel is 0 for 2. And he shoots this one the other way. And Arise is going to throw him out. The damage. 3 runs on 4 hits at 6-3. Well, true baseball fans need Wi-Fi that's so reliable that it never gets caught looking. Xfinity Internet keeps you in the game at one price for 5 years and allows you to get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Here's Chapman. Giants now have some work to do. It's the 6th, and they trail by 3. Chapman goes around. Chapman does have a couple of hits.
He has definitely turned his fortunes around on this road trip.
Eldridge on deck. Chance did some damage at the top of the order, or make that the bottom of the order in the second and in the fourth. 2-2. Three and two. Should be playable on the left side. One up. And here's Eldridge. Eldridge doubled in the second, then popped out to left field in the fourth.
He's had good at bats.
Has to pull his hands back to get out of the way.
Well, he's proven that he can hit that inside pitch. Not many guys 6'7" can make that claim.
See, they still want to test him with fastballs in. One, two. Good take.
Well, that was the one he was having problems taking.
Lines this one, but it's right at Marte.
Very good at bat.
And so hit some balls hard today.
Two strikes. Put a charge into it. I mean, just a little bit north of the sweet spot, but even at that, he hits it 101 miles per hour. It gives you an idea of the type of power that he had. That was good at bat.
Here's Susak. Susak, no balls and one strike.
It's in a bad spot.
Same spot, another good two. Got him. 3 pitches and a shutout inning for Merrill Kelly.
Outback Steakhouse has a 3-course meal called the
Sox are coming to San Francisco. Sunday is Star Wars Day. The first 15,000 fans will receive a Grogu bobblehead presented by Evercharge. Go to sfgiants.com/Star Wars.
Keaton Wynn is your new pitcher. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all in connection and protection your small business can rely on. So the numbers for Keaton Wynn, this will be his 22nd appearance. And Fernandez right off the end of the bat, foul. and is a single in the second. He's 1 for 2. Taps this one foul. It's now 0-2.
Hey, there's Mark the Shark. Seen him out there in McCovey Cove a whole lot. Rawlings guy.
Fish out of water?
Perhaps. We might see him later on over in the pool house over the fence in right center.
Got him. No, that's it from Lazy Boy.
After a full day of everything, a Lazy Boy recliner takes you from 0 to lazy. Surrounding you with comfort made for you. Come try for yourself at a Lazy Boy store. Save 30% on everything. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
1 out. Here's Barossa. Barossa takes a strike. Off the bunt. Barossa is flied out and rolled out to Devers, who made a nice play. Swing, gonna miss. 0-2.
Split finger fastball is really a good swing and miss pitch for Keaton Wynn.
Got him.
Time he goes out there, he adds another layer of confidence to his game. He's starting to really believe in is the fastball. I mean, they're so concerned about his split that they forget about his fastball, and it's high velocity, 2 types, 2 and 4 seam.
Tawa opened up the 5th inning with a base hit. And a line drive right over second baseman Arise, and that started the 3-run rally. And we got an appeal from
Catcher
Sousa.
challenging the ball call. Calls a return pitch to strike. San Francisco has 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, a lot of ball in that strike zone.
Giants keep the challenge. Down low, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Keaton Wynn strikes out the side. Here comes the 7th.
Homegrown.
All right, our game summary brought to you by Toyota. Merrill Kelly just taken out of the ball game. He scattered 3 runs by the Giants. Tyler Mahle wasn't quite as fortunate at the beginning for him. Mahle gave up the lead when the Diamondbacks scored 3 times in the 5th. So here's the new pitcher. It's Garcia, and it's going to be Bader pinch hitting. And on 1 pitch, Bader's gone. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all in connection and protection your small business can rely on.
Numbers for Garcia. Appearance number 8. He's the only left-hander in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, but off to a nice start. 1.35 ERA. And he can get it up there pretty good. He's got a high 90s fastball and a cutter and a sweeper.
So here's Jesus Rodriguez. And the first one is way, way wide. Rodriguez is 6 for 30. 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0. Giants hope to have that man back on Friday night at Oracle Park, Jung-Hoo Lee. And the walk to Rodriguez. One way to get back in the game if you can take some walks.
That's the first walk of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, for both teams. Arise. 1 for 3. Ball 5. And now we're going to get a meeting from Vargas and Perdomo and Del Castillo. They're all going to tell Garcia the same thing. Throw.
Yeah, it's
a strike.
Check the scoreboard, Mead. You don't want to walk them into opportunity here. So if you're in the batter's box and you're sitting in a 1-0 count and you know that pitcher's getting a motivational speech from 4 of his teammates, look for something fat.
There's a strike. Yep, Dad's happy.
Yeah. It is a great feeling right there. Everybody's at peace.
Out of play, 1 and 2. Little ground ball right back to where it came from. That's 1, and that's all they'll get. Garcia gave Perdomo a horrible throw.
I thought it was pretty creative as to how Perdomo touched the bag.
Yeah, he did touch it right at the very end, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Everything about that play was off balance.
So we got a new pitcher coming in. It's Taylor Clark. It's 6-3 D-backs.
Approve this message.
It's 6-3 Arizona. Taylor Clark, a right-hander, comes in to face Casey Schmidt.
You see the numbers for Taylor Clark, 22nd appearance on the year. Really out to a good solid start. In his 7th year at the big league level, 33 years of age. And he's not going to really dazzle you with velocity. He's right around 94, 95-ish. But sweeper, cutter, slider, a lot of off-speed stuff.
In tight. Schmidt a home run, then a fly ball to center and a ground ball to second. It's a swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Devers is on deck. There's 2 outs. Out of play. glove level. Nice basket catch by a fan. It's 1-2. One and two. And that pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schmidt trying to get on base, bring the tie and run to the plate.
Yeah, get Devers in the batter's box. He's been having a good series. Schmidt's having a good series.
This is Schmidt digging this one out. The 2-2 hit off the end of the bat. This is going to roll right to Marte, and that'll end the inning. So D-backs will come up with a 3-run lead.
10.
Upcoming schedule brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Well, we can finally say farewell to this road trip. Day off tomorrow. White Sox over the weekend. D-backs next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So Sam Hentges is the new pitcher. Rodriguez goes to right field. Bader goes to center.
Hentges in his 6th year at the big league level. This will be his 5th game of the year for the Giants. Do a good start.
So here's Goldschmidt. It's a little bit high.
Just a bit.
One-0. Cricket pitch called a ball.
Great, you get down in Giants clubhouse, you stand next to Sam Hentges, it makes you feel a little small.
Skied to left. Schmidt near the wall, and he makes the catch. That's the first work for Schmidt in this game.
Well, and he got the challenger wall. I mean, Hentges sees this ball go off the bat, and I don't think any pitcher trusts this ballpark. He's thinking, oh, is it going to go? Is it going to go? And in the end, when Casey Schmidt comes over and in his own stylish way, uses every bit of that glove.
There's Marte with a big swing and a miss.
Hey, you're making your 3rd start in left field. You know, you kind of want to have a fence ball.
One ball and 1 strike. Marte, 3 for 3. His last hit was a bunt. It helped the Diamondbacks score 3 times in that 5th inning to take the lead. So 3-1. There's a walk. So Marte's been on 4 times. First walk issued by Giants pitching. Down and in to Vargas. High fly ball, more of a shallow pop-up, and Adames goes out to make the catch.
Nice play.
Here's Geraldo Perdomo. He got the hit that hurt in the 5th inning. A double right over Devers. And a little pop-up that Arise is going to track down, and that's going to do it. So Hentges, a nice inning. He did issue a walk, and the 8th inning's coming up.
Well, the 2026 All-Star Teacher Award presented by Provident Credit Union is happening now. Go to NBCSportsBayArea.com/AST and check out Kristen Kircher as well as all the other finalists. And please vote. They need your vote.
New pitcher is Brandon Pfaadt. So he
Take a look at the numbers for Pfaadt. I mean, he's a swing guy. He's got 3 starts in his 9 appearance.
Here he's got Devers. Devers takes a strike. Devers 1 for 3. Bounce this one back.
So now it's Mom's turn, huh? They're very happy, but they're not getting a lot of sleep.
Both extremely happy. Wrapped on the ground, but Marte is going to slide to his left and make the play. So here's Adames. Adames really hit the ball well in the 5th inning, but he lined it right out to Tawa. And he takes a strike. 4 for 9 against Pfaadt with a couple of doubles and a home run. One ball and 1 strike. Chapman is on deck. Pulled foul, right?
Yoel Peguero starting to get ready.
One and 2. Right at the third baseman, Fernandez. So here's Chapman. Chapman started out with a good day, a couple of singles, scored twice. And then in his last at bat in the 6th inning, he popped out to the shortstop, Perdomo. Chapman with a high pop-up. That'll reach the seats. How's the biggest guy down there get it?
Well, they usually do.
On the backhand. That'll do it. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Well, you get breaking news, microclimate weather, and watch NBC Bay Area News weeknights at 5 on your TV, Roku, or streaming on the NBC Bay Area app. Here's Henches to Del Castillo and a big swing. Gonna miss. It remains 6-3 Arizona. It's been that way since inning number 5. There's a pitch wide. Down the left field line and out of play. So now it's 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Wrapped to right. But there is Rodriguez who puts it away. Del Castro 0 for 4. There comes Tony Vitello. He's going to make a change. It's going to be Yoel Peguero. And we'll be back. Well, both teams with 8 hits in this game, but the D-backs with 6 runs. They lead the Giants 6-3. Yoel Peguero is the new pitcher.
7th appearance for the hard thrower, 1.42 ERA. See his fastball, high 90s, hundreds. Good stuff.
Gurriel takes a strike.
Right out of bed with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. That's how you want to introduce yourself. And you can also say, oh, I got more of those. Where that came from.
It's wide with another 100. It's a ball and a strike. Swing. Gonna miss. Nice pitch.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with a 94-mile-an-hour slider. It's great when you have a breaking ball that's better than a lot of guys' fastballs in the big leagues.
Fall back. He chased that slider. Got a pretty good swing at it.
Yeah, Gurriel's a good low ball hitter. Anything that drops down around the bottom of the strike zone, he can hurt you. And he was on that one.
Big swing ain't gonna miss. Here is Jose Fernandez, who struck out a couple of times, and he's got a base hit, and he takes in tight. Skies this one into the upper deck, just to our right, and it's a ball and a strike. Day off tomorrow for the Giants, and the White Sox will be in on Friday night. This is a shot and a base hit in the center field. So 2-out single.
Yeah, you can put it in the resume that Fernandez can hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. However, the location was right on a tee.
Here's Barossa. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And he fouls this one to the backstop.
He was cheating. I mean, you have to. When a guy throws 100, you got to start early, and other guys just say, well, I'm getting after it. I'm swinging. Such is the case with Barossa.
Way out in front, it's nothing 2.
102. No big leaguer likes to have a fastball thrown by him. That's just like a shooting guard in the NBA getting his shot blocked. Just no bueno.
So it's 1-2.
It's basically, I mean, you have to hit a fastball in order to get to the big leagues. Period. No exceptions.
Runner goes. Susak's throw on the money, and they got him. Another nice dig out by Willie Adames. The D-backs are going to take a look at it. And they're going to look at it.
Arizona challenging the out call at second base.
What are they talking about?
Not sure why they didn't see that. I thought he touched his arm. Just from that angle, that's what it looked like it was pretty easy to call.
Yeah, everybody's walking off the field, and Brian Walsh, the home plate umpire, says, no, wait a minute. Yeah. No.
Dan Bellino and Vic Carapazza are the crew chiefs of the 2 crews that are in New York reviewing the call. Out.
Well, I guess the longer it takes, the more I get worried.
Well, it has to be enough there to overturn it. And I definitely think that they got him, period, but hard to believe that there's enough there to overturn it. But hey, we've been burned by New York before. New York.
There's their room.
Miller's losing.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is out.
So good throw.
Arizona will
Good
lose their
tag.
count.
And the Giants are coming up. All right, we've reached the top of the ninth. It's a 6-3 lead for the Diamondbacks, and Paul Sewald is the new pitcher.
20th appearance in the year. He's got 10 saves and 11 save attempts. Two-pitch guy. Four-seamer that's low 90s, but with deception, and a big sweeper.
Eldridge 1 for 3. He hit the ball hard in the 6th inning on a line drive to second. And the pitch is high, 2-1.
Definitely had good at-bats today.
Catcher's challenging the ball call. Call is confirmed. The pitch is ball.
Close.
Arizona has one challenge remaining.
Very high into center field. Dave Kingman fly ball, 1 out.
He could hit him high, but he could also hit him far.
Here's Susak.
Yeah, you bring up Dave Kingman, and Bryce Eldridge really does remind me a lot of Dave Kingman in a way, and that we could never really quite tell how strong Dave Kingman was.
Susak lifts one to right. 2 down.
His strength was kind of like a bottomless pit. And you kind of feel that way around Eldridge. I mean, he's just 21 years old yet, but still, I mean, he's got strength that I don't even think he knows he has.
Bader, batting for the second time, takes wide. And it's a bit high. 2 balls and no strikes. And taking all the way, Bader takes a strike. That's what you have to do.
No, you're right, down 3, take a strike.
Fouls it back, 2-2. Foul. So barely foul right down that third base line. Just got a piece, and then it nicked the home plate umpire, Brian Walsh.
He's taken a couple of dings today. One right head on in the mask. sizes that have hurt him, and this one got him in the maps. He could take a punch.
Got him. And that's the ball game, and that completes this 3-game series. It completes this road trip where the Giants came into town thinking that they could pull off a nice road trip, and they end up losing all 3 to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, it is disappointing when you go 4-6 after you have a 4-3 advantage coming in on the road trip, thinking, okay, here we go. And but I mean, the bright side is they're going to face this Diamondbacks team next Monday in San Francisco, and they have a chance to get even with them. But they did not match up in this series with the D-backs. The D-backs got big hits, and the Giants just couldn't find them.
All right, here's your final. The D-backs 6, the Giants 3. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Toyota Giants postgame live starts right now.
The Giants started this long road trip with 2 really good wins at Dodger Stadium, but they finish it by getting swept. They went 4-6 on the 3-city trip, and they got swept for the 3rd time in their last 5 road series. 4th time overall this season already. You can kind of tell what the overall record would be if that happens. Welcome everybody to Toyota Giants Postgame Live. Alex Pavlovich here with Rich Aurelia. Rich, I was at least off the last couple nights. You